Are you tired of clunky, outdated user interfaces on your smartphone? Get ready for the revolution in mobile design with iOS 17, the latest operating system from Apple that's putting UI and UX front and center. In this video, we'll explore the cutting-edge features and sleek new design of iOS 17 and show you how it's redefining the way we interact with our mobile devices.
Take a ride, check it out.
iOS 17. Although the iOS 17 operating system is not expected to be released until June, which is still a few months away, Apple has already revealed a few details about it because it is developing the software. However, there will be fewer updates for iOS 17 than was initially planned because Apple has been forced to redirect a significant portion of its attention to the forthcoming AR/VR headset and its XR OS operating system. This has caused Apple to release iOS 17 with fewer updates than it had originally intended. Apple engineers have been focusing more on the headset and its XR OS, leaving less energy for the development of iOS 17 and iPad OS 17. This suggests we should anticipate fewer new features than those introduced in iOS 16, which brought significant design and functional changes. How will the recent Digital Markets Act could potentially shake up the way we browse the web on iOS devices? Stick around to find out how this new legislation could impact Apple's policies on third-party browsers, and what this means for future web browsing on your iPhone or iPad.
Wow!
Exciting new features. According to rumors that have leaked about iOS 17, the upcoming update for the iPhone's operating system may focus more on improving already existing features than introducing a large number of new ones. According to 9 to 5 Google, the theme for this year could be frictionless interactivity. This would allow users to personalize their iPhone experience by adding new fonts, widgets, and lock screens with various focus modes. Although it seems unlikely, it is possible that a market app could make it possible for customers to share lock screens that are fully customized to their preferences. Additionally, widgets for Dynamic Island, notifications, live activities, and the lock screen could be brought to the home screen. Finally, to comply with the requirements of the Digital Markets Act, iOS 17 might make it possible for European users to use alternative app stores on their iPhones by the middle of the year 2024.
Really?
Yeah.
Third-party web browsing. As a result of the recent passage of the Digital Markets Act in Europe, Apple may be required to modify its policies regarding third-party browsers in iOS 17. At the moment, Apple requires that any browser developed by a third party, such as Chrome or Firefox, must use Apple's very own open-source browser engine, known as WebKit, to function properly on iOS devices. The Digital Marketing Act, on the other hand, does not permit Apple to compel browsers to use WebKit, leaving the door open for browsers to use their proprietary engines. It is not clear at this time whether this change will apply to all markets worldwide or just the European market. Pondering about the future of app downloads on your Apple device? Well, we've got some breaking news for you. Due to new regulations, Apple is making significant changes to its iOS software, allowing customers to download apps without using the App Store. This could be a game changer for European users and those in other countries who may follow suit. But what does this mean for app developers and Apple's revenue stream? Stick around to find out more about the impact of sideloading and what it means for the future of the app industry. Love staying up to date with the latest tech news, reviews, and insights? Don't miss out on any of our latest videos and subscribe to our channel today. Click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay in the loop and never miss a beat. Join our community of tech enthusiasts and let's explore the world of technology together.
So stay tuned.
CarPlay. Apple provided a preview of a revamped CarPlay experience at the 2022 Worldwide Developers Conference. The updated version will have deeper integration with automobiles, and CarPlay was able to be used to control both the audio and the radio as a result. In addition, Apple plans to incorporate widgets and support for a wide variety of display types. Late 2023 is the target date for the introduction of automobiles equipped with the most recent version of CarPlay, which will most likely be included in iOS 17 or an update to iOS 17.
Yeah. Good. All right.
Sideloading. Apple is required by European law to allow sideloading to begin in 2024, and the company is currently making preparations to implement new features in iOS 17 to comply with this requirement. Customers in Europe might be able to download apps without using the App Store if Apple is forced to comply with a court order compelling the company to permit customers to use alternative app stores. Programmers would not be responsible for paying Apple's 15% to 30% installation fee for apps that consumers install using secondary methods. However, Apple still intends to take a fee in some form. Apple may choose to extend the capability if and when other nations pass regulations analogous to the Digital Markets Act passed in Europe. Initially, the sideloading changes will only apply to customers located within the European Union. Because of the significant engineering resources that will be required, major changes will need to be made to implement support.
That's good. One less thing.
Most desired features and changes. Users, as is the case with everything else, have expressed happiness with previous iterations of the product and have compiled a wish list of features they hope will one day be realized. The end of Apple's monopoly on the App Store, the enhancement of Siri's mostly voice recognition capabilities as a result of the company's emphasis on new large language models such as ChatGPT, and the reorganization of the app library are all examples of recent Apple innovations. More than just a 20% greater than last year. Update: Siri needs a significant step forward that can be seen, heard, and felt each and every time it is used. It needs to sound better, work better, do more, and be correct a greater percentage of the time. It needs to have a genuine sense of conversational flow while also facilitating the use of two-factor authentication apps, enhancing the dynamic nature of the island, and standardizing the version numbers.
Okay. No.
Release dates. The first public demonstration of iOS 17 will take place at the Worldwide Developers Conference in June 2023. Following the Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, iOS 17 will be made available to developers for testing, and a public beta version is expected to be released sometime in July. After a period of time spent in beta testing, the public release of iOS 17 and the new iPhones is scheduled for September 2023. Excited about the upcoming iPhone 15? Want to stay ahead of the curve with all the latest news, leaks, and rumors? Look no further. Watch our in-depth coverage of the iPhone 15, where we confirm everything from its release date and design to its price and features. Don't miss out on this exclusive sneak peek. Hit the play button now.